Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2024. It's been a bit since I've hopped on here with the holiday season. I took a pretty extended break. I took 2 full weeks of no structure and then 2 weeks of really light structure. I think I did maybe 12 hours of training in those kind of 2-week time frames. And so now, mostly because, well, one, the kids were not in school for almost 2 full weeks with the holidays, and that just makes things really, really hard to do any extensive training or work for that matter. Yeah, we're back here. It's January 2nd, and I am gearing up here for a FTP test. Yay! I haven't done one in a while. We're kind of going back to a traditional model of training, triathlon training here, where we do a build phase with testing and another build phase with testing, and whereas last year we kind of took all 3 pieces and separated them and trained for each of those pieces, if that makes sense. And we're kind of going back to more of building all 3 consecutively and more focused from a triathlon standpoint than a swim, bike, and run standpoint. That probably doesn't describe it very well, but that's kind of what we're doing. So gearing up for an FTP test here. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've done them. They are really challenging. For those of you that are watching this that don't follow triathlon super intensely, FTP test is a functional threshold power test, and it kind of just helps you to create zones for your training. And I'm doing the 20-minute test on the trainer, and then next week we're gonna do a 40K TT outside, and then kind of compare the two and go based off of that. And so what it's really geared towards, ideally this would be what you can hold for an hour. Yeah, ideally. So yeah, we're gonna get started here, and I'm gonna do my best to film a little bit of it for you while we're going. So welcome to the new year, everybody.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
Alright, well, all the warm-up is done. Now just a little recovery. And hopefully get through this. Part of one thing I'm working on for this year is reminding myself that I know and I enjoy suffering. I seem to have gotten into a habit of not wanting to suffer. That's what FTP test is, right? It's all about suffering. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to suffer a little bit here.
Because you are behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Well, done. I don't know how well it went, honestly. It's just definitely since I had Baylor, I have really lost kind of my ability to just suffer. All right, so I'm going to jump in here and splice my way into where I was headed with my comments back in when I filmed directly after doing my FTP test. Now, in standard fashion, you know, with anything, I always tell my athletes, like, you should never make snap decisions on how you're feeling immediately after something. Probably should have done the same thing with this FTP test, because I was a little bit bummed and frustrated with myself. Like, I felt like I kind of gave up in the middle of it. However, once I did a combo of 1, have my coach review it, and 2, put my own coaching hat on, I came to realize that there was, you know, a lot of kind of potential within the test that I'm going to kind of, you know, walk through here a little bit. So when I take a look at kind of my 20-minute interval, so when I kind of separate these out here a little bit, and that's why it's important to kind of look at it from that angle, right? I have a first 5-minute interval where I felt the best. I had a normalized power of 217. And then I kind of take my middle section, which I didn't quite grasp the whole piece in here, but I had a normalized power close to 190, so 186. Again, I think it was about 190 if I remember correctly. And that's where I really struggled the most. But when I pull up the last 5 minutes, I had a normalized power of 210. So again, what we see here is more, rather than just the FTP being a lower number, what we see is potential, right? Where I am striving to get up to this kind of normalized power of 215, and I held that for, you know, the first 7 to 8 minutes, and then I struggled for about 8 to 10, which is standard in an FTP test, but then I, you know, got my shit together and held it back together. So what we see is actually potential and just good place to say, okay, we have some space. And that, my friends, is how an FTP test should actually be analyzed, as looking at, hey, where is it that, you know, what can we achieve? You know, what is it that we can, you know, kind of see. And so, you know, especially if we really look at it from an angle of like what this FTP test was consistent of, and it's 20 minutes hard on the trainer at the beginning of, you know, the week, and after holidays, not training, you know, all these things. So it's one where it kind of gave me a little bit more like, okay, yes, like with some work, some more consistent training, some focus, and kind of reframing my headspace, we can get to where it is that we're going, because we saw glimpses of where I wanted to be in the actual test. All right, that's all. I don't know, it went okay. good to do, I guess. Hopefully, you know, it's the start of the year. It's a good time, you know, it's the start of the year. We can only go up from here. So that's what we're going to focus on. It's a good benchmark and it's a good starting point, and we'll just, yeah, we'll keep working and hopefully try to get that number back up. FTP tests are definitely tough because you have to hold so high, actually above, I feel like you have to hold so high above threshold to actually then get a threshold number that I find them not super representative of what you can actually do. And that's the beautiful thing about triathlon in reality, is that you don't necessarily, like, triathlon isn't about what you can do from an FTP standpoint. It's more how efficient can you be, how aero are you, how good you manage your nutrition, and all the other pieces that go into triathlon. And so, like, this is just a factor of it. So I guess talking to you guys here via my, you know, GoPro is, you know, helping me walk through it a little bit mentally. So yeah, good day, good session. I'm gonna go eat, and then I have a 4K swim this afternoon, and we're gonna do our best to get more regular content out to you guys this year for the 2024 season. 2023 just got so crazy that it just became hard to do until the end of the year, and yeah, I don't know. All right, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful 2024 so far, and